otherwise, to be honest, Anonymous, you just embarrass yourself when you come onto these streams.
Sir, the thing is, I am not saying it from emotion, sir. The thing is, sir, anyone will have hard time in believing that a class 3 student, you are saying that she can have safe pregnancy. There
That's
is a
an
lady in the
emotional
panel, you can even
argument.
ask.
That's an emotional argument, Anonymous.
Could I just... Okay. And what's your religion? Let me ask you that first.
I would say ISKCON, Hare Krishna.
Okay. Finally, we got a Hindu, mashallah. I was hoping for
not a Hindu. See, Hashim,
we
not
got
a Hindu.
We got an ex-Hindu. Alhamdulillah, and finally we got a Hindu. Yeah, sorry, Anonymous. Go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you, how do you justify this, your prophet being 55 years old, having sex with a 9-year-old child?
Okay. What makes a child? What's the definition of a child?
Child is anyone, I would say, who is incapable of having safe pregnancy and doing safe delivery.
Okay. Where do you get that definition from?
No, obviously, right. If you see the medical journals, the reason why they say that little girls, what is the word, English word? They are not recommended to have sex because the body is not capable of handling, having safe pregnancy and do the safe delivery.
So
right?
if they are capable, would you consider them as child at that age?
At 9 years, if they are capable, then I have to see if there is any report or not. Yes, then maybe.
Sorry, if there is a report, what report?
Any scientific report which says the 9-year-old girl child can have safe pregnancy and do safe delivery.
Well, we have got a doctor here. Dr. Imran, do you want to respond to that, please?
Yeah, please.
Yes, subhanAllah. So this, it's very interesting using science as your barometer of what is an adult, because this is a very modern approach, and people have been determining what an adult is for thousands of years, at least tens of thousands of years. But you bring science, okay? That's so. I don't think I've read a medical textbook which said that the determinant of childhood to adulthood is the ability to have a safe pregnancy and delivery. There's no definition like this. So what I would like you to do is to tell me, let me know. I want to understand you properly. I don't want to just sort of because this is a very common question, and I want to understand where you're coming from with this. So what do you understand? And the question that brother asked you straight away was very important. When you say that someone is a child or someone is an adult, you referred straight away to pregnancy, yes?
No, the thing is, I didn't say any word about adult. You only, what is it called? Put your words into my mouth. Yeah, that is the English.
Okay. What did you?
What I said is,
use?
Yeah, I didn't use the word. See, I'm saying that a 9-year-old, when she has a sex means she will have safe pregnancy. Pregnancy, right? I'm saying a 9-year-old girl child is incapable of having a safe pregnancy and do the safe delivery.
How and what basis?
I may be wrong. See,
no. I'm asking you.
I
No, I understand. I understand. I'm asking you. Let's explore this. On what basis are you saying this? Where is your information coming from?
I actually read it in a journal that the child marriage was banned because children were incapable of the same thing, safe pregnancy. Or now I do not have, but 9-year-old. See, sir, 9-year-old is a grade 3 student, a class 3 girl.
Okay, so let me help you with some definitions. Okay.
Yeah.
So there is something in the medical literature which is called precocious puberty. Now this refers to a puberty which is early and unnatural. It should not be happening. It happens early, and then that line is a specific age, and then beyond that line is where we expect normal puberty to start, and that there's a range that can go from that young age to the higher age. Do you know where that line is? In terms of age, do you know where that line is in terms of age?
Precocious puberty, which this thing?
No, I'm asking you a question.
Yeah. The age of precocious puberty. That is what you are asking.
So what is the age under which you would consider a child who's going through puberty to have a precocious puberty, an early and unnatural puberty?
See, I if you see personally, if you ask me, like me from my point of view, I do not see. I mean, in English, how do I say it? See, the thing is, I do not see. I mean, child, women, or adult, nothing like that. I just believe this, that you are capable of having sex when your body is capable of carrying a baby. That's it. I do not
I
see this
understand.
adult child business. I do not
Yeah.
go with that.
I'm agreeing with you for the discussion. Okay.
Yeah.
So what I'm asking you is, the body has to be ready, right? It has to adapt itself to be in a position where it can receive, can become pregnant. This is the body's natural way of arriving at this, isn't it? It's a physiological
Yeah.
change. Yes, you understand this?
Yeah.
So
Physical
what I'm
change, yeah.
asking you, the same question: what is the age under which, if you have if you enter puberty, i.e., the line at which your body is able to have conceive and have a child, under which we would say this is early and is unnatural, and this is an early puberty is not. We wouldn't expect this person to be ready. What is that age?
Well, see, I right now Google say pregnancy age, and according to this journal Healthline, it says between your 20 and early 30s. It says
Then you're
to
saying
have
that.
the body, to
No, no.
have the child. That is the
So
same.
let me understand,
At least
brother.
not class 3, sir. Sir.
Sorry.
Right,
I
sir.
don't know what your
Class 3
name is. What's your
students.
name? Anonymous, what's your name?
I do not wish to say that.
Okay, no problem. Well, let's stick with anonymous. Maybe you want to remain anonymous because of the argument
Yeah.
you're giving. So what you're saying, because what you've done is by making the age 20 and above, according to the journal, you've condemned
I can share that.
all of the current world. There is no age where 20 is the limit, is the age which you can marry and have sex and have children. There is no country like this. Everyone is below this.
No,
So
no,
are you
no, no,
saying
no, no.
even
The thing is,
India and Pakistan and America and Africa, wherever, the whole world they've got it wrong? Is that what you're saying?
no, sir, no, sir. The thing is, this healthline.com. I can share this line.
No,
This
brother,
says
this
the
is not an
best
article. You're
time.
sharing you're sharing an internet link. We're
Okay.
trying to
See.
be,
I'm saying
brother.
The
One
twenty
age
to
second.
of
30.
consent in India is 18 years. So are you saying all those people who marry at 18 are children and not safe to
No.
get pregnant?
No. No. I didn't
You
say that.
mentioned
No.
20
See,
years, right? You mentioned that.
no. I say that's the best age. But I didn't say that if you are marrying from 15 to 20, it is. See, best and better, there is difference, right? But definitely under 10, a class 3, that's absolutely wrong.
First of all, it's not a command. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam never gave a command to marry a 9-year-old girl. Islam gives the formula. The formula, number one formula is the girl should reach the age of puberty. Second, she should not have any harm in the body after the marriage. She should not be sick or like internal something damage. And the third is the consent. She should agree with the marriage, and the guardian also should agree with the marriage. So this is the formula. It depends upon the girl's age as well. For example, the 18-year-old girl, there are many 18-year-old girls who are not capable through the physical body. They are not. They cannot be getting married according to the formula of Islam. They should be fit. They should cross the age of puberty. They should have the consent. So Islam gives the formula. It's not about the age. And coming to your point that you said that how can a prophet marry a 9-year-old girl, and you believe that you're from the Hare Krishna group. So I believe you believe in the words of Prabhupada. If you read Srimad Bhagavatam,
No.
it says the same thing about it.
Listen.
Srimad Bhagavatam.
Bye.
Let me
Listen.
complete.
Let him finish, brother. Anonymous, let him finish. And
Let
then
me
you can-
complete.
Yeah.
Okay, Prabhupada.
Brother, I'll
you
give you
said
time.
Prabhupada, that's what
Let
I'm
me.
saying.
Yeah. So it says that Srimad Bhagavatam, book number 4, chapter number 25, verse number 42. In the pulpit
One second,
commentary
let
of
me type it.
Prabhupada, he
Anonymous,
says,
you need to remain quiet, let him
Point.
finish, and then you can respond to him, okay? Let's give everyone a chance.
Okay,
Thank you.
yeah, sure.
Go on, Sam. Yeah.
yeah, I'll repeat once again, Srimad Bhagavatam, book number 4, chapter number 25, verse number 42. In the pulpit, the commentary of Prabhupada, he says clearly, as soon as the woman attains the age of puberty, she immediately becomes very agitated by sexual desires. It is therefore the duty of the father to get her daughter married before attaining the age of puberty. So it's the responsibility of the father. Who is saying this? Prabhupada. And if you see other scriptures as well, the Ram married Sita at the age of 6. It's mentioned in Skanda Purana, book number 3, section number 2, chapter number 30, verse number 8 to 9. Here it clearly says that Rama married Sita when she was 6 years old. So there are many scriptures which talk about Krishna as well. Krishna married Rukmani at the age of 8. So how do you defend this thing which you believe in?
Okay, so can I respond? Okay, I'm responding.
Sorry.
Listen to me carefully. Do not interrupt. Do not interrupt me. See, the thing is, let me first answer your question. When you said about Islam, you said that Islam mentions puberty. See, the puberty age is age 6, right? Puberty just means if pubic hair starts coming and just breast starts developing, that is puberty. It doesn't necessarily mean that the girl has become capable of having safe pregnancy, right? At the 7, scientists say at the 7 years a girl starts puberty. Listen to me. Do not interrupt. Because I have to reply to your question about Hindu scriptures also. Just listen. Scientists say at the age of 7, puberty starts, but it doesn't mean at the age of 7 she is capable of having safe pregnancy and do safe delivery, right? That is the first thing. So maturity means to have a certain age where she can capable of carrying a baby, not when she is puberty, right? That is not maturity. Second thing, you said interesting point. You said your first thing was Prabhupada. Yeah, you said Prabhupada has written this. No one gives 2 cents. But listen, I said Hare Krishna because that is the closest how you understand a Krishna devotee. I am a devotee of Krishna. Not all Krishna devotees are Prabhupada followers. That is the first thing. Understand that, right? Now, second thing, you said Ram married Sita.
So Krishna married Rukmani.
I'm answering, sir.
Krishna married Rukmani at what age?
I'm not running away. Why do you worry? I will answer you every question. Do not worry. See, Ram married Sita. When you say, see, sir, I didn't ask you problem in marriage. Child marriage happened, fine. You have to point wrong towards their father and mother, right? When Sita and Ram was married, Ram was 12, Sita was 6, right? If you point mistake, you have to point the mistake toward their father and mother. They agreed, and as a son and daughter, they performed the dharma as a son and daughters, Ram and Sita. But in case of Muhammad and your prophet and Mother Aisha, as you call, Prophet Muhammad's father was not there. He was himself responsible if she married. So there is a difference between two. So do not draw parallel. And also, I did not ask you why he married 55-year-old. Why Prophet married being 55-year-old. I didn't question on marriage. I asked why 55-year-old had sex with a 9-year-old girl. That was my question.
Sorry, Anonymous. Can I just quickly add something here? So earlier, when Sam gave you the reference from Prabhupada, do you condemn that or do you condone it?
I condemn. If it is written there,
this is a quote. This is what he said. As soon as a woman attains the age of puberty, she immediately becomes very much agitated by sexual desire.
And that's wrong, man. That's
of the father to get his daughter married before she attains puberty. And this was narrated by A.C. Swami Prabhupada. Yeah. So you're going to condemn this. Now, hold on. This is supposed to be one of your most learned Swamis in ISKCON, in the Hare Krishna thing. Yeah. What is your qualification, may I ask?
Sir, not all Krishna devotees are Prabhupada's followers.
No, what's your qualification, Anonymous, in Hinduism?
I'm just a devotee of Krishna.
No, your qualification. Have you studied in any Hindu institute or something where you attained a formal education?
Sir, I have studied my scriptures. That's it, sir. I do not need a Prabhupada.
Okay, so the answer is no. Just say no, man. Come on, let's be fair. So this person here, are you more qualified than him?
Sir, like that, I can also show you Maulvis who have written something very bad
we're not
in
talking
the
about that
hadith.
Just stick to the.
Are you more qualified than those Maulvis?
Stick to the question I'm asking you. Are you more qualified than this Swami?
Sir, even your scholars write many bad things, sir.
You see, the problem with Hindus is, when we ask them questions, and I don't mean just Hindus, even some Christians, when we quote their own scholars, they think they are more qualified,
Oh
even
my.
though they have zero qualification compared to their
Sir.
scholars. Wait a minute. I'll give you opportunity to talk. No problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
push things under the bus just because you disagree with them from your own desires, because you are a secular Hindu who looks at the world in a more secular fashion rather than from your scriptures. Okay, that doesn't make you a qualified Hare Krishna. Okay,
Sir, I have seen,
Hare
sir.
Krishna are
Listen,
very
listen, listen.
organized when it comes to their education, when it comes to their qualifications. Yes, they
Sir,
spend
can
a
you listen?
lot of time in their institutions, and please don't just push these people under the bus and think that you're right and this Swami is wrong. Okay, so I
Sir,
will let Brother
sir,
Sam
even,
and yourself continue, inshallah. I just wanted to
sir,
make
sir,
clear that here the puberty is clearly mentioned. Okay, it doesn't mention any age, it just says puberty, and this is exactly what Islam says as well. And you know,
no,
by
no,
the
no,
way, it's
sir.
not
That
just
is,
Islam, it's not just the Eastern or Western. You go to South America, you go to North America, you know, before this modern world which we live in, yes, puberty was the main factor for which people used to get based on which they used to say
they
this
are all
person is
wrong,
now
sir.
mature enough
They are
to get
all wrong.
married.
They
So
are all wrong.
it's not something which is only found in the Eastern world. It's pretty much predominant before this modern era we have in even places like South America, North America, in Australia, in Europe even. You know, if you look at the history of some of the kings, they married their daughters off pretty early, you know, like even 6-7 years old. Yes, until recently in America the age of consent was like in some states, and I think it's still the case, 14 years old. Today we will consider 14 years old to be a child. Take Gandhi, for example. What age do you think Gandhi got married?
Sir, whichever age he married, in which year, which age did he have sex with that lady, Kasturba
Bro,
Gandhi?
can you
Say me
just
that.
answer the question? What age did Gandhi get married at?
Sir, marriage is not question, right, sir? Having sex is the point. Having safe
Okay, so he
pregnancy is
got
the point.
married and he had no sex. Is that what you're saying? Seriously?
Sir, even sir,
Gandhi,
you're
wait,
comparing
wait.
Gandhi with Prophet Muhammad. Prophet Muhammad is a
I'm
noble
just
man, sir.
telling you, this is a human thing. You know, it's not something that is what
Sir,
you're
Prophet
bringing.
Muhammad is not a normal human,
What you're
sir.
arguing about is something which is a postmodern era. Yeah. So what you're arguing about, you're looking at 1400 years from today, and you're comparing it with the 21st century. You know, everyone sitting on this panel, if you ask them, will you give your daughters who are 9 years old in marriage? And I would say most likely they'll all say no, because this is the era that we live in today. Is not something that is a norm today. 14-year-olds, they do not go in wars. They are not leaders in the commanders in the armies. Back then they were. Today they are playing with the Xbox and their toys, you know. So please do not try to compare 1400 years ago from today. You know, if you look at Ram and Lakshman and Sita and all these people, if you see how they led their life compared to our modern era, yes, you will find a lot of flaws. Why would Ram tell his wife to as being someone who is a god? Why would he wait for a whole year to rescue Sita? Why would he put her to a fire test if he trusts her? Yes, why would he send away his pregnant wife, who is Sita, into exile? You know, we can find a lot of flaws. You know, this is not even the core of Islam which you're talking about. If you come here on DawahWise or any Islamic channels, you know, when we're talking about religion, talk about the core things, you know, like what makes Hinduism true or what makes Islam true. There are a lot of things. So put things into perspective. That's all I'm saying.
Sir, see, this question was actually, the thing is, maybe you do not know. The thing is, sir, actually, in India, sir, there is a lot of this ex-Muslim movement. So there they raise this question that, which I feel it is right, that a 9-year-old class 3 girl child is not capable. I didn't know, sir. I honestly say you, my mind didn't go. It was their mind.
Hashim, can I just
I listened to you
ask a
that
Yes,
I.
yes,
couple of
go ahead.
questions? Anonymous,
Brother, you are dealing in the.
Anonymous.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
You don't have any formal education within your religious practice. Do you have any formal education in the medical field?
No.
Have you studied social sciences in any sort of higher degree or anything like that?
No, not higher degree. No.
Well, then what I would urge you to do is don't make decisions based upon your feelings. Make decisions upon data and upon facts. Dr. Imran was going to, inshallah, very elaborately talk you through the problem. And of course, because, we've got a lot of panelists, so we can't have too much time. But nevertheless, are you aware of a fallacious argument which is referred to as presentism?
No.
So you see, this is the problem, Anonymous. I don't mean to be rude to you, but you simply don't have the basic education when it comes to dealing with these type of matters. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to base your arguments based on emotional rhetoric, not on medical facts, not on historical facts, not on how social dynamics have changed throughout history and the relevance of that. You're simply basing it upon emotions, and emotions are problematic. So, I don't even want to go into the definition of what presentism is, but I would urge you to Google it, because you might learn something. But your argument is purely emotional. But I think if we have time, maybe Dr. Imran can just finish his train of thought if he would like to. But I think it's very important not to try to judge things based upon my feelings or your feelings. You have to be rooted, grounded in data and evidence, and at least some form of basic study about these concepts. Otherwise, to be honest, Anonymous, you just embarrass yourself when you come onto these streams.
Sir, the thing is, I am not saying it from emotion, sir. The thing is, sir, anyone will have hard time in believing that a class 3 student, you are saying that she can have safe pregnancy.
That's an emotional argument. That's an emotional argument, Anonymous.
Finish that thought, Sam.
Yes, brother. Brother, I want to say that you have rejected the history. You have rejected the medical science. You have rejected your own scripture. You have rejected
what medical science? What medical science I have rejected?
Let him finish. You can make notes of what you want to ask, and then ask
I'm saying you 9-year-old cannot have safe pregnancy, cannot go sex. What are you saying?
Just wait for him to finish. What you keep interjecting, and no one can.
You have rejected your own scriptures in today's time as well. Brother Imran has explained it. Even today's time, the modern countries like Japan, Niger, and Philippines, the age of marriage is between 11 to 13. Even in today, 2022.
You're comparing with Prophet Muhammad. Prophet Muhammad, you're comparing with.
No, I'm not comparing. Giving you right. So as I said that Krishna also married. You are a devotee of Krishna. Krishna also married Rukmani at the age of 8. And as according to Srimad Bhagavatam, Brahma married his own daughter Saraswati. And what was the age gap between Saraswati and Brahma? We don't know. Brahma is the god and Saraswati is the creation. They got married. What is the age gap difference? Are you getting the point? So you have thrown your own scriptures under the bus. You have rejected the logic. You have rejected the science. You have rejected the history. Just 150 years before, in the entire world, the age of marriage, the legal age for marriage was between 7 to 10. As Brother Imran has already mentioned, a few countries and states. So is that the history? You have rejected the history. Are you saying that these old people are less intelligent than you, who has given you the scriptures, who has given you the history and everything? No, brother. You have an emotional argument, and the sources what you're picking is from the ex-Muslims, and they are not the experts of Islam. As Brother Muhammad has explained you, if you want to learn about it, you need to find a mufti, and you can contact many muftis are there, as you know about the Yasir Nadeem Al-Wajdi Sahab and Zaid Patel. Of course, you have seen the debate, and he has explained you about everything in detail. So I just press my case because you have rejected everything, brother. It's an emotional argument you are making from your side. Thank you.
Okay, so before you leave, Anonymous, do you want to make any point?
See, the thing is, you guys won't accept. I also believe this, that the answer has not been given by your side. But anyways, rather than going from this angle, next time if I join, I will come from philosophical angle. I also have doubts on both philosophy.
Next time when you join, what you should really do is ask something that is worth asking. not something
Sir,
that
this
was
is even asking, sir.
Wait a minute, come on.
What is
Do you
this?
always
Is not
interject
what,
when people are talking? Is this how you
no,
conduct
of
yourself?
course. No,
Have
no,
some
no.
manners, man. Come on. Okay, so what I'm saying is that when you ask, you know, when you come on a when you're given opportunity on a talk like this, on a platform like this, ask something worth asking. This has been dealt with so many times, you know, the young marriage of Aisha radiallahu anha, you know, the point that you made, you know, like all the brothers already explained to you, you're not qualified in any of the fields that you're actually trying to say that you are. You know, you talk about social norms, you talk about medical journals, but you're not qualified in any. In fact, you push even your own swamis under the bus, those who are more qualified than you, those who are more respectful in your own organization of ISKCON.